Today I'm going to share with you 10 different styles that you can add to the end of your prompt, separated by a comma, in order to get images like what you see here. Whether you're using Midjourney or any AI art platform, you can try these out and see what results you get. Starting with, as a heat map vision, the idea that the red areas are warm, the blue areas are cool, and everywhere in between is somewhere in between. Now, it doesn't get it perfectly right, but it does get the effect. So you can see with Goku here, it tends to have more of just a spectrum of color. Same here with Darth Vader. And in most of the images, it does simply just kind of apply that spectrum of color and tries to make it look somewhat like a heat map. Not necessarily accurate. I do believe that it's probably just that the Midjourney engine here doesn't actually understand where the heat and the cool is, though it kind of works in this image. So I'm using Midjourney 8.1 in these videos now. This is the first video using that model, but I like what it's done with Superman's eyes here and the way it's handled a lot of these images. The way it kind of looks like there's some heat coming off the top of Mount Fuji there was a nice touch. But overall, if you like this very bright, vibrant, colorful sort of heat map effect, this is something you can try, and you might even get a better result if you try something like, say, Nano Banana, as it is a little bit more of an intelligent model. But moving on, we have Drawn by Claire Wendling. She's a French comic book artist and author, and just has a really particular style that, at least in this instance, Midjourney seems to apply. A little bit more whimsical, a little bit more cartoony in the proportions and in the facial structure. So if you like this kind of cartoony, comic-y style that you can see applied to these images, it applies it to most of them. Sometimes you just get like a nice drawn effect, which looks semi-realistic, but the way that it has the character faces, there's almost a little bit of a Disney style, kind of like tucked in there. It just is a great job of creating a more unique style than what you get by just simply adding like a cartoon or comic book style. So I like the way it has some of the messier kind of like pen strokes around the drawing as well in a lot of these. So it's just a really cool sketch style. So try this out. Especially if you try some of your favorite characters, you get a really unique sort of like take on them. So this one could be a lot of fun to play with if you want to try it out. But the next one is crystal mosaic. So sometimes you get something that's more just sort of crystallized. Sometimes you get more of just a mosaic, but somewhere in the middle, often you will get something that is both. This is a little bit more of a crystal sort of pieced together image. This is more of a mosaic, although if you kind of look in, they look a little bit crystal-y, but quite often you do get a mixture. So this one here looks like a mosaic of like a little round crystals or like little gems that you would see put onto little prints. So it can be a great kind of like spectrum of style that you kind of get depending on what you apply it to. But if you like that mosaic effect and you want to lean into a bit more of a sort of crystal sort of material look with some of your images, this is definitely one worth trying. And I like the way it has that old-fashioned appeal to it, like just something that's been pieced together by hand, obviously, except by the AI. So just a really cool style. Have a play with it and see what results you get. I love this one of Goku here. And again, the size does vary a little bit with the mosaic. So in the style of Octavio Ocampo, a Mexican painter with a very cool style, gets applied to your images in a very obvious way. You can see just the way everything's got a little bit more of a unique, surreal, abstract style to it. This one of Mickey Mouse was the most unique and outstanding out of all of them. I had to put it there first, the way it has that eye there. But otherwise, it can quite often just have a nice take on the proportions of various areas of your image, but you can sort of start to see a bit of a similarity as the images go on in the way that the shading is. That's sort of slightly flat style, but also still has a bit of a three-dimensional tone to it. Just a really cool, fun style to play with. Now, if you want some truly unique styles, don't forget to check out my mood board pack. Over 100 mood boards you can add to your images. But also, check out my Midjourney style pack. Over 1,000 styles you can apply to your Midjourney prompts to get some pretty stunning images. Links to both are in the description below. Now, for a bit of fun, I have Parade Float. So this was one I just tried out for a bit of fun, and it worked out pretty well. You just get all your characters put onto these nice parade float trailer type things. So it looks like a handmade float of Goku here on the back of a trailer. Same with the Terminator. Looks like something you'd see at like a traveling carnival or like a show, something like that. So it's a fun one. I like the way Optimus is stuck between, doesn't know whether he wants to be a truck or a robot here, but if you saw that sort of going up the street, I think you'd think it was pretty cool. Even this one of the samurai here, love the colors and even some of the characters in the background there. So you can kind of see what you get. Just that real, almost paper mache style, always typically outdoors, typically large. You don't always get this. This is probably a solid 80% of the images is what you'll get with this effect, but a lot of fun. Sometimes you get this real up close, like with the woman's face here. Got the same thing with the face of the lion, just a really kind of up close photo, like someone's taking a photo right in front of it. So have a bit of fun with that one. But next we have Giuseppe Arcimboldo. This is a guy who used to paint portraits of people, but he would compose them out of various foods like fruits and vegetables, and is very, very well known, a very unique style for the time, because this was a few hundred years ago he was doing these portraits. And let's just say that the AI really runs with the theme. Batman here looks pretty crazy. Everyone's made up of various sort of, vegetables and fruits. I love the way it's combined these. We have a Terminator who's made out of part metal, part broccoli by the looks of it, little bits of berries in there. And I just think it's awesome the way it picks particular foods here. Like the horns are just horns, but sometimes you get things like bananas, and it actually does a pretty good job of picking out certain sort of like objects to make up the image. But also, because he was a painter, sometimes you do get this framed effect as well. I like the way Darth Vader has his big eyes here, so that one's also a lot of fun. But Gladiator inspired, this is like a nice, fun sort of character style where it gives everyone a bit of Gladiator style armor sort of coated up. So you can see here the Hulk, he's got like the shoulder armor and the helmet. Even Darth Vader looking a little bit more Roman, sort of like armored up here with the shield, and even the Terminator. I love the way that the Terminator's helmet is kind of like part of the endoskeleton there. But also just the Statue of Liberty looks like a pretty ferocious looking warrior. And I love the way it bulks people up like Batman here. He's got those massive shoulder pads. Still got the Batman mask, but, the shield and the arrow there. And then, again, Superman. We've got two Supermans in here. Both are Henry Cavill Supermen, but I love the way it sort of changes the character. But reimagined as a shiny inflatable doll, something else I was playing with while playing with the parade float. So this one just turns everyone into a really funny-looking, shiny, almost metallic sort of textured doll. I love the way it has the reflection of the dog here against the couch, the way it reflects the light off the inflatable doll. And the Terminator looking absolutely terrifying here with the love heart in his sunglasses. So you can see how you can have a lot of fun. This one just, it really dubs down the characters to these really simple, almost silly sort of shapes. Like Darth Vader here has never looked more threatening in his life. And the same with Optimus Prime. He's just kind of, everything just looks really kind of silly. And it just reminds me of those old inflatable dolls I think I remember seeing as a kid. I love Goku here, the way that the hair, the way it separates the pieces of the inflatable sort of balloon to break up the image. But when I tried the waterfall, it's got this weird inflatable thing in front. So I thought I'd just show that. It's not perfect, but it does work for most characters. But woven stick art. Another experimental sort of art style I thought I'd play with, the idea of seeing if it could create images out of weaving little sticks and twigs together. And in most instances, it does a great job. Like we've got a bit of a 3D one with Optimus back there, but more of a 2D style here with Superman. Now, I will say most of them are 2D, and these are the best of the lot. Sometimes what you get is a little bit harder to actually see the stick style in, but a good half or more do have this stick style very present in them, so you might find it's a little hit and miss if you're using Midjourney itself. But it's a great way, especially some of the 2D art styles. Like I said, you do get the occasional kind of like little statue, but as you can see, this one of the Terminator here just kind of looks like a bit more of that Mosaic style. But moving on, we have Unreal Engine 3D rendered Cubism. So if you're not sure about what Cubism is, it is an art style. That is what Picasso is famous for. It doesn't nail that, but it does often create a 3D style of it. And I love this one of the Statue of Liberty where it kind of deconstructs the characters. Sometimes what you get just looks more like that sort of geometric style, but it has a spectrum of effects and there's somewhat of a theme between them. I love the way this is probably what I was imagining when I tried it out is that cubist style with a bit of 3D and shading to it. Same with Optimus here, but it just doesn't always get that. It does have that deconstructed feel to it. In a lot of the images, I think this one of Mickey Mouse also is a perfect example of what I had in mind, but it just doesn't always get that. Whereas with Darth Maul here, a little bit more of like a geometric shape, but you can kind of see where I'm going with this. It does have a broken down 3D appearance to it. Sometimes you get the Picasso look. Sometimes you get more of just like a grid of cubes or geometric shapes. So somewhere in between on that spectrum is what you can expect, and you can always re-roll it until you sort of get the desired effect. But the bonus style here is inspired by a social media influencer. So A little bit different. This one was also just a bit of fun. I wanted to see what it did with the characters. So the woman's face, you can see she's like obviously like a bit like a beauty influencer. Batman, I didn't quite understand. It's just he's got these big goggles on. It's a little bit different, but most of the characters, it kind of straightened them up a little bit. So Goku looks like he's out with his camera taking photos on the street. They're just dressed up a little bit. The Terminator here is looking a little bit stylish as an endoskeleton with that cool jacket. It really is just the Terminator, but with a stylish photo. The Hulk, he's got like a trendy haircut and the chain and the denim jacket. And I actually really like what Optimus Prime has done here. Is like opened up his chest plate like a jacket, an open jacket. So everyone's just a little bit cool. You can see Darth Vader's got a jacket on here, trying to look very, very trendy. And Mickey Mouse again, trying to look cool. Like a lot of influencers out there trying to convince people of their worth, but not the good ones, just the bad ones. But anyway, that is the video for today, guys. Hope you found it useful, and if you did, please consider giving the video a like. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.